It was a neighborhood where every lawn was trimmed and every mailbox stood straight. On Maple Lane, the world seemed safe, calm, and predictable. Children rode bikes in the afternoon sun. Neighbors waved from driveways. But behind one painted front door, a secret waited to be discovered, something that would change the lives of everyone on the block and beyond. The Mitchell family had just moved in. They were like any other family, busy, hopeful, and eager to belong. No one could have guessed their home would become the center of a nationwide debate. No one could have guessed that a single camera, no bigger than a coffee mug, would expose something so chilling. It began with a whisper of doubt. Something wasn't right. But in a place where nothing bad ever seemed to happen, who could believe it? The answer, as it turned out, lay hidden in plain sight, waiting for the right moment to be revealed. The calm of Maple Lane was about to be shattered. The question was not just what had happened, but how far people were willing to go to protect their families, and at what cost to personal privacy. Tom and Rachel Mitchell worked long hours. Their 6-year-old daughter, Lily, was the center of their world. They wanted the best for her, a safe home, a loving environment, and someone to care for her while they were away. Enter Jessica, a babysitter with glowing references and a warm smile. She seemed perfect. At first, everything went smoothly. Jessica played games with Lily, read her stories, and even baked cookies. The Mitchells felt lucky, but then little things began to stand out. Lily became withdrawn. She started having nightmares. Toys were broken. Bruises appeared on her arms and legs. When asked, Lily would look away and mumble, "I fell." Rachel's instincts screamed that something was wrong. Tom tried to reassure her, reminding her of Jessica's references. Still, the feeling of unease grew. The couple noticed Jessica arriving late and leaving early. Sometimes, neighbors mentioned loud noises from the house. Shouting, crashes, the sound of something breaking. The Mitchells faced a terrible choice. Should they trust their daughter's silence or their own growing fear? In desperation, they decided to find out the truth for themselves. Tom spent a sleepless night searching for solutions. He read about nanny cams, small, hidden cameras that could record everything happening at home. It felt wrong to spy on someone, but what if their suspicions were true? What if Lily was in danger? The next day, he bought a camera disguised as a smoke detector. They installed it in the living room, the heart of their home. It would watch over Lily while she played, read, or napped. Rachel felt guilty but also relieved. Maybe, she thought, the footage would show nothing at all. Maybe it would prove Jessica was as trustworthy as she seemed. The camera clicked on. Each day it recorded hours of footage. The Mitchells held their breath, hoping for peace of mind. But the anxiety didn't fade. Every night they watched the recordings, looking for answers. The camera saw everything. It became their silent witness, the only one who could tell the truth about what happened when the front door closed. The footage began innocently enough. Jessica played with Lily, read her stories, and tidied up. But as the days passed, the tone shifted. Jessica grew impatient. She yelled at Lily, then dragged her by the arm. Sometimes she left Lily alone for hours, locked in her room while Jessica talked on the phone. The Mitchells' worst fears were confirmed, but there was more. The camera caught Jessica staging accidents. She placed toys on the stairs, then called Lily to come down. She spilled water on the kitchen floor, watching as Lily slipped. Once she turned up the stove burner and left Lily nearby, unsupervised. Each time, Jessica acted surprised, rushing to comfort Lily as if she were blameless. Then came the most shocking discovery. Jessica was seen rifling through the Mitchells' drawers, taking money and jewelry. The camera captured her calling someone, whispering, "They'll never know." It was clear. Jessica had not only endangered Lily, but had betrayed the family's trust in every way. The Mitchells watched in horror. They had their evidence. But now, they faced an even bigger question. What should they do next? Tom and Rachel brought the footage to the police. The investigators watched every second, cataloging each incident. The evidence was overwhelming. Lily had been placed in danger again and again. Jessica's actions were methodical, even calculating. It was more than neglect, it was abuse. The police questioned Jessica. She denied everything. She claimed the Mitchells were trying to ruin her reputation. She insisted Lily was clumsy and prone to accidents. But the footage told a different story. It showed intent, deception, and a shocking disregard for a child's safety. Jessica was arrested. The news spread quickly. Neighbors were stunned. The quiet street buzzed with gossip and fear. Parents wondered if their own children had ever been at risk. The case seemed open and shut. But as the investigation deepened, a new complication arose, one that would turn the Mitchells' search for justice into a national controversy. Jessica's lawyer challenged the video evidence. She argued the footage was illegal. Jessica had not been told she was being recorded. In their state, laws about home surveillance were unclear. Was it lawful to film someone without their consent, even in your own home? The court had to decide. The prosecution insisted the camera was necessary. It protected a vulnerable child. The footage was the only way to prove what had happened. But the defense argued it was an invasion of privacy. Jessica had a right to know she was being watched. She claimed the Mitchells had violated her trust and broken the law. The judge listened to both sides. Legal experts weighed in. Some said the footage was crucial for justice. Others warned that allowing it could set a dangerous precedent, one that could erode everyone's right to privacy. The courtroom became a battleground. The outcome would reach far beyond the Mitchells, touching every family who used cameras to protect their loved ones. The judge ruled that some footage was admissible. The scenes showing abuse and endangerment could be used. But footage of Jessica in private areas, like the bathroom or her personal phone calls, was excluded. Jessica was found guilty on multiple counts, but the debate was far from over. The case hit the headlines. Talk shows, newspapers, and social media exploded with opinions. Some praised the Mitchells for protecting their child. Others feared a world where anyone could be secretly filmed at work. Lawmakers acted quickly. New laws were passed, requiring homeowners to inform workers about cameras, setting limits on where cameras could be placed, and clarifying what footage could be used in court. The babysitter cam case changed the rules forever. It forced the nation to confront the costs and consequences of surveillance in the digital age. In the end, the Mitchells protected their daughter, but the story left a question hanging over every home. How much privacy are we willing to give up for the promise of safety? In the glow of hidden cameras, the line between protection and intrusion remains as blurry as ever.